Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the post credits. I'm Adelia. That's Brandi. We're here to talk about Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there who is a mother or a stepmother or an aunt who acts like a mother.
That too.
Happy Mother's Day to everyone. We're here to cover 2 episodes because we obviously weren't here last week. And then things just kept snowballing, and we just never came up with that. Oh, Brandi is closing a door, I think.
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I forgot to close the door.
It's
and
okay.
I dropped my phone. Nothing. Ear went out. There we go.
There you go.
Sorry, technical difficulties. I'm sorry. It's been a day.
It has been. We weren't here last week to cover episode 6, so we're going to talk about episode 6 briefly because I don't remember that much about it. And then we're going to talk about episode 7, which was tonight. The big thing I remember from episode 6, Brandi, is Kelsey broke up with her boyfriend. Finally.
Yes.
The one boyfriend that we don't know the name of, not Bill, the one who's actually been on the show. The other boyfriend whose house she was living in.
That is still paying for everything.
Yeah, we find out he's still paying for everything, but
and I found out who he was, but
we're not going to say that on the show.
No.
We are not going to say that on this show.
No.
But
sorry, I just put my light up a little bit because I looked blended out.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Brandi, your thoughts on Kelsey's breakup and the way they revealed it in the episode?
It was about time because, he was gone half the year, more than half the year, and didn't they say he thought he only had one girlfriend, but there was more? Was there multiple?
There was more. I think it was.
I think that's what it was. But it's about time she needs to get out on her own. You know what I mean? And
yeah,
as best as she can and get her life together. You know, she wants different things, and this is not it anymore. Even though he's still paying for things, but hey, you go, girl. I don't know. You go, girl. If he's paying for your stuff too. I mean, it is like a marriage because they were together for 10 years. So I guess it would be like if they were married or divorced, your spousal support. So, you go, girl. That's all I gotta say.
I did like Liz's joke that Kelsey will have to de-seed her own lemons from now on. She won't have the live-in staff to do that anymore.
She's gonna have to learn to live because she was, what she said, 19 when she got with him or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And she had the staff doing everything for her. Everything.
She has to have been a little older than that, I think, or they were together longer than they said, because she's not just now 30. I forget how old they said Kelsey was, but I'm going to look it up. But yeah, Kelsey broke up with the boyfriend. I also did like where she said she has to figure out things like a mortgage and a principal payment, and she went, principal of what?
I did laugh a lot. She now has to figure out how to do her own laundry.
I guess she is 31, so...
Yeah, so...
19 makes sense.
Yeah, so... Because I think here she was about to turn 30, right? Or she was turning 30.
Yeah, I think so.
Because they filmed...
They filmed a while ago.
Yeah, they filmed a while ago. But yeah, so... Right now, she basically moved out of her parents' house and into their house, into his house.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She's never lived on her own.
No, so she's kind of got to figure out how to do that stuff on her own now. Even though she's not really, because he's still paying for things.
Well, yeah, but even if he's still paying for things, she has to figure out how to, cook for herself. And clean.
And get
do
a job.
The laundry.
Support
herself. Get a job. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he might be paying for things now. He's not going to pay for things forever.
No. But we got, you got to get into the real world.
Yep.
I mean, I do it every day. I'm, take care of my mom. I now have my husband, but, I was doing everything. Taking care of.
Yeah.
I was a laundromat attendant, so I've been doing laundry. I've been doing my own laundry since I was, 9 years old. So, we were taught how to do that a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I was a laundromat attendant, so I did that. so I know how to do a lot of stuff. So I've had a lot more years on Kelsey.
Yeah, you and me both.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's gonna
Okay.
be her seeing her how she navigates life now.
Yeah. Well, she starts by going to this girls' trip in Newport that Alicia and Liz set up in one of the Newport mansions.
Yeah, those mansions are freaking nice.
Yes.
Sorry, I just sound
Kelsey
like
probably Kelsey probably feels at home in one of those mansions because it's probably about the same size as where she's been living.
pretty much. Yeah, especially if that guy that I heard it was. Yeah, that family has a lot of money.
Yeah. Rosie said before the trip on there that she felt better about her place with the girls, except for Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
And that now that everyone screamed at her, she hoped that they could all move on.
Mm-hmm.
She also says she doesn't want to be fake like Joellen,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think Joellen's very fake.
No.
I didn't like Joellen in that first episode, but I don't think Joellen's fake at all anymore.
No, and she just, the way she came off at first, it was like, it was bitchy. But
I think she can be bitchy, but
any one of us can. Like,
yeah,
we can all be that sometimes, you know. But I just, I didn't like it kind of, I agree with Ashley, it was kind of backhanded, you know, like, backhanded compliment.
Yeah, let's talk about the masquerade dinner.
Oh, I felt so bad for Ashley with the mask that she got because it was a full covered one.
Ashley's mask was horrible.
It was,
and then they're all going around and like telling like their
don't know.
truth, their sob story, whatever you want to call it. And Ashley's is that she doesn't have anything to cry about, so she's crying because she doesn't have anything to cry about. What? Ashley, I've been with Ashley this whole time. She's great. She's the most real out of all of them.
Uh-huh.
But that should be something you're celebrating, Ashley, not crying over.
I love her so much. She's poor thing. She definitely sticks out in this group. She does not like all of them. She is not like them at all. Like, totally not like them. She's a lot like me in some ways. I mean, I cry at things, but I'm not that bad. I'm not that bad. I'm not crying because I don't have anything to cry about.
Yeah.
But I do. I love Ashley so much. Like, she's probably one of my favorites. And I like that she was trying to stick up for Rosie because Rosie had said, you know, she wished she had someone to stick up for her. Like, and she was sad that she didn't stick up for her the last time. And so Ashley was like, okay, I'm going to stick up for her because, you know, that's what friends do. And I want to be there for her. So she tried to stick up for her, which I get. But some of them I was like, Ashley, just stop. Like, some of it I was like, Ashley, stop a little bit.
So they have this masquerade dinner that Liz set up after they have a tea party with the dolls Alicia brought.
Oh my God.
And they comment on the fact that Rulla's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And Rulla does not show up on this Newport trip at all. We do see her in episode 7. But briefly.
Yeah. She's supposedly sick.
She's supposedly sick.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
And Joellen will point out in episode 7 that every time there's a group trip so far, she has been sick.
Mm-hmm. I just have to comment on that doll.
Yeah. The dolls are all.
I love Alicia. She has her dolls, and she tells the girls to pick the dolls, and they're going to have this doll brunch. And some of these dolls look scary. I'm not going to lie. They look a little... I think one of his head came off at one point. It might have been Alicia's. It might have been Alicia's.
I think it was Alicia's, yeah.
Uh-huh. Alicia makes me laugh. She's hilarious in a lot of ways, but she doesn't, like, realize it. And she's just like, go with the flow. These are my dolls. I like them. We're going to have a doll tea party. And she gets everybody dressed up. What I didn't like was Joellen coming up right away and telling Rosie she looks like a hooker. Like, that wasn't...
She said yeah, she's stripper. Like, you look like a stripper. And then she was like, I should have just said you didn't look good. Which, Joellen, I understand why Joellen speaks her mind about things.
But sometimes...
sometimes it's just mean.
Yeah, it was a little mean. I mean, I liked Rosie's outfit. She didn't look like a stripper to me, but Rosie was like, oh, that's the point. But she was just going with it because, you know... But I thought they all looked fine. They dressed their personalities, and if somebody doesn't like it, whatever, like, just move on. Like, it's not your dress anyway. You're not wearing it, so just don't even say anything. Like, that part I didn't quite like that part. I'm like, Joellen, why? Like, why did you do that? There was no reason for that. There was none whatsoever. You didn't need to be that rude. But the dolls, but the dolls just killed me. And then she made them keep them. Those are your dolls for the week.
My favorite part about all of this is when Alicia was talking about how girls have had dolls for billions of years, and they're like, did she take the opening of the Barbie movie as, like, fact?
And I was like, where did you get that fact? It's from billions, and there's like billions of years, the way Liz like billions. And I was just dying because she was laughing while saying it, but she was mocking her. Like,
yeah.
But in a funny, joking way. And that wasn't a mean way. It was just like they're goofing around and stuff. But like, Alicia's really into this. So she's like, yes, billions of years. Like, she's a little dippy in some ways, but I love it.
Yeah.
She's a flip-flopper for sure, but she's definitely... She's lovable with her crackers.
Yeah. Her crackers. Always needs a cracker.
Always needs a cracker.
Then we get to the masquerade dinner. Liz picked out masks for everyone. A flamboyant one for Rosie. Joellen was a jester. Ashley's was the whole face. It was terrible. I don't know why Liz took that out.
At least you can breathe. And so she's at least you can breathe in yours. I don't think it had an opening in the mouth either. Poor thing.
Yeah, I think it did, but I don't think she could breathe very easily in it. Liz's mask was a wolf because people think she's scary, but she says she's really a sheep in wolf's clothing. And I don't really know what Kelsey's was supposed to be. It's like half black and half white on the other side. I don't know what it was. It was pretty, but... and they all... Liz set it up so that they could remove their facades and take off the masks and everything. And we find out Alicia can't pronounce the word facade.
Alicia can't pronounce a lot of words. I love her so much. She also cannot say witches.
She can't say witches. She can't say ghosts.
Ghosts. That's what it was, ghosts.
Yeah, she can't say ghosts. She can't put the S at the end.
Can't put the S's at the end of the words.
And then we also hear her say, talking about the Epsom salt bath and calling them Epstein salts.
I love her.
Oh, Alicia.
I love her so much. She's like the dippy friend, but like you can't help but love her.
Yeah.
You can't help it.
Yeah.
She just makes your life more fun.
Yeah. So, the ladies talk about their facades, basically, I guess. And Joellen says hers is because of trauma, because her mom used to send her away to behavioral programs. We learn more about this in episode 7. Alicia remembers when it happened.
But she doesn't know what it was.
Yeah, she doesn't think her behavior warranted that kind of punishment. And so because she didn't stand up for herself when she was a kid, she considers she's combative now. And she gets triggered when she's accused of lying. And I get that. I get that. She said earlier in the episode that Joe said she feels like her sister Jen had a completely different experience growing up because their mom didn't dub her the bad kid. And then,
I get that.
Yeah.
I mean, I never got sent away, but there was definitely, like, you could tell favorites in families.
Yeah.
I felt like the redheaded stepchild in my family. Still kind of do. But I'm the one here taking care of my mom. And nobody else is. So. My mom has Alzheimer's and dementia, so, like, It tells you the kind of heart I have. I'm not going to cry
Yeah.
like Ashley. I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it. But
No,
I
don't do it.
I understand by not getting that love, you know, and I felt like the same. I didn't get sent away, but I didn't feel like I had love in my family, you know. Like, I felt like my mom loved my younger sister and my older sister. I was the middle. So, like, you know, typical middle child syndrome, I had that. I wasn't the oldest, I wasn't the youngest. I was just there. And my sisters were thin, and I was a little chunky, and my grandmother had stuff with weight that she did with my mother, and my mother therefore turned that and did that to me, whereas she gave me body dysmorphia. So I still have body dysmorphia. But looking back on Facebook pictures from when I first came on Facebook, you could totally see that there was no reason for me to feel the way I did because I looked beautiful. Like, I was thinner, but I felt like I was this huge blimp because that's how my mother made me feel all my life, you know. So, like, I get it. I get the not, you know, love and the lying stuff. You know, like, I was the good kid. I didn't do anything bad. My sister did a lot of things. My sister got away with a lot of things, and I got hit for it. You know, like, my sister got away with it. So I understand a lot of the traumas and stuff. So I kind of get, you know, not being believed and, like, fighting for that. Like, no, you're not going to tell me I'm a liar, you know, when I'm telling the truth. But she was telling the truth. And the way that she was coming off with all of the stuff with Rulla, I'm like, there's no way she's, like, lying about this stuff because of the way she's just, you could see her body demeanor, you know, like, you could tell when someone's being a liar and manipulative and just an asshole. And she was like, I'm not this is really happening. You know, so she had a, Rulla did say, show me proof. So she's like, I'll find you proof then. Like, I will get you proof. Because I know this is happening and I know he's a liar. And you could tell because the body language when they confronted him and the way he didn't stick up for himself and say things and the way he was, like, looking to the left, you know, like, what's
the
that
way
saying?
At the polo immediately was like taking off the microphone and he's not doing this on camera and all that. Yeah.
What's that saying? Liars look to the left, you know, like, so he's like, no, there's a lot of things that he's doing, and now we know things because we've seen things. And
we'll talk about that in the next episode. But I want to go through a couple more of these from.
Sorry, I just have a lot to say.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's a lot.
Like, I'm the black sheep of my family, so I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Liz says her own hard exterior comes from experiencing the loss of her mother when she was 15. She says her mother resembles Dolores, so that's why she sort of gravitated to Dolores as a friend, and that she's scared to let anyone in because she's too afraid that she'll lose them.
I get that too.
Yeah, and Ashley went next and then cried over everything more than either Joe or Liz did, and they had real traumas about it. So
I love Ashley.
Joellen can't believe Ashley cried over having nothing to cry about, which I can't believe that either. Ashley, come on. Alicia brings up her father's abandonment. She says they were homeless, but Liz is like, you were not homeless. She's like, he left us without a home. And she was like, you stayed with family. That's not homelessness. So this to me is like foreshadowing the, like, Liz and Alicia argument that I feel is brewing. Because you can tell in episode 7 that Liz is getting a little annoyed with Alicia. And then we've got Kelsey and Rosie. Kelsey mentions being defensive about a relationship. That's when they learn more about the breakup and stuff. She mentions that the ex is paying for a new apartment, and then it cuts to Rosie saying, now he really is her sugar daddy, before she could pretend he was her boyfriend. I understand why Kelsey doesn't like Rosie. I really do.
But I understand why Rosie does, because Kelsey is the same, you know, to her as she is to. So they go at each other. I mean, Rosie. They do. Some things I can't stand about her, but some things I'm like, I understand why she's, like, putting that, you know, because she is shy, so she's trying to put on that act, like the entertainment, like bigger than what she is. And she got Kelsey saying shit about her, but they also said something about it in the other episode where it's like she heard rumors about her, but didn't go over to ask her. Like, they both heard rumors about each other, and they both saying things about each other, but they haven't talked to each other. Like, that's the thing, is you're going based off of rumors. Both of them are. And so they're getting off on the wrong thing. Instead of actually talking, like, hey, so I want to get to know you. Like, person to person. And they did kind of toward in the other episode start, with nobody else there. But they should have done this all along. But they're going off, both of them are going off rumors, like, that they heard. And that's just wrong on both parts, actually.
Yes, absolutely. Later, after Rosie says that she's like this because of her relationship with her mom, and so she feels the need to please everyone and finds it difficult to be genuine, Kelsey says that's the first genuine thing to come out of Rosie's mouth. And Kelsey's insistent that it's a compliment, but it's very much a backhanded compliment, if you ask me. And if you ask Rosie and Alicia, Ashley is backing Rosie. The rest of the ladies are backing Kelsey.
Mm-hmm. No, it really was a backhanded compliment. I'm like, like, oh, that's the first genuine thing that came out of your mouth, but you don't know her. Like, none of you know each other. So how do you know what's the first genuine thing to come out of her mouth? That's what I don't get with some of these girls, like, they're girls, like, young girls. Like, stop.
Yeah.
We've been out of high school for a long time. Stop doing that high school bullshit, like, be a grown-up. Like, talk shit out. Like, don't go off rumors and be like, oh, that's the first genuine thing you said. You don't know, because you don't know her. Like, you don't know, like, oh, I heard rumors that she got fired because she slept with somebody. The girl's like, I had colitis. I had issues. And I know what that is because, like, I have stomach issues too. So, like, there's some things that affect you that you gotta leave for, there's... it just pisses me off. And, like, stop being little kids and just fucking be grown-ups and talk, like, I feel like Liz sometimes, like, you gotta be the grown-up, like, walk away from shit, like, I can't do this.
Well, after the dinner, they all go their separate ways, and Joellen and Kelsey overhear Ashley and Rosie talking about the backhanded compliment, and Kelsey just goes into their room and starts, like, confronting them.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's asked what Rosie is lying about, Kelsey brings up the reason she left her job, the size of her future house. Like, who cares about that?
Yeah.
Like, I was completely with Ashley when she was like, why do you care so much about square footage?
Yeah.
Like...
Exactly. It's irrelevant.
In the confessional thing, Rosie said Kelsey is just jealous because she has a house, a career, and a husband, all things that Kelsey doesn't have.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of true.
And I was sitting there kind of going, like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but why do you care about square footage? But that wasn't your house, like, because you're in a big house with a staff. You're like, what do you care? Like, it's a house, whatever. I don't care how big your house is. So as long as you're a nice person, I don't give a flying fuck. As long as you don't have fucking cockroaches and nasty, your house ain't nasty, I'll go visit you. Like, I don't fucking care. I don't care if I go and visit you and you don't have a room for me. I have to sleep on the couch or on an air mattress somewhere in the living room. I don't care. You're my friend. I'm gonna come visit you. I don't fucking care about the square footage of your fucking house. Like, why do you care about someone that you don't know the square footage of their fucking house? Sorry. I'm just... my New England's gonna come out in me. Like,
it is. It is for sure coming out. And that's fine.
It's also late and...
yeah, it's fine.
It comes out tired.
Yeah. So that was episode 6. Then we got the mid-season trailer that includes, like, Brian getting arrested, which I can't wait to talk about because I cannot stand Brian.
I wonder if that's the thing I showed you.
What?
The clip I showed you. About the... Maybe.
The
thing.
Yeah. I think probably.
The tracking.
Yeah, I think probably.
They were on the news, and it wasn't, and it was my news channel because I watched Channel 12. So I knew the news people. So I was like, Adelia, look what I've. So I'm like, it has to be that.
Yeah, I think it has to be that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move my mic a little bit here. So we got episode 7 now from tonight. That starts with Alicia talking to her dolls because of course she is. And
she hears
everybody's
noises
talking to
the. She's like, "Is that you talking?"
Yeah. Everybody is talking to their husbands. Joellen's talking to Gary. Rosie's talking to Rich. Ashley's talking to Jared. And
I laughed at that because Jared's like, "Oh, I made the schedule. I have to work Saturday." And she's like, "That's the Jonas Brothers concert." I laughed. I was like, "I know exactly what that was."
Yeah. Rich, Rosie's husband, has the same theory as her that Kelsey's just projecting because she doesn't have anything permanent like a house, spouse, or a career. Rosie says she spent all night throwing up and that she also heard mysterious giggling. Alicia asks if it's the dogs. I mean, not the dogs, the dolls. They might as well be dogs with the way Alicia talks to them.
I love her.
At breakfast, there's like a little breakfast buffet thing. Kelsey maintains that she was being, nice to Rosie. Rosie continues to say it was a backhanded compliment. Conversation goes nowhere. Alicia annoys Liz by interrupting to ask if Rosie's facade is an alter ego like Sasha Fierce is to Beyonce. Alicia is very funny, but like I said earlier this episode, I think Liz is reaching her limit of Alicia.
Alicia just comes out with like the funniest shit. Like I can't help
She
but laugh
does.
I can't. I like what she called her a whore though. Like like whore. I'm like, that's totally our accent. Like she totally just came out.
And then Ashley is crying because she feels bad for Rosie. I don't know. They said that Ashley cries a lot, and that's very true. But she's crying over some stuff that she absolutely should not be crying over.
I thought I was sensitive. She's more sensitive.
She's very sensitive. I understand her tears at the end of this episode. We will get to that.
Yes.
But not these ones. Kelsey and Rosie sit down to talk one-on-one. Admit they both come off as standoffish. Kelsey says in her little confessional thing that, she has resting bitch face. They insist they want to be friends with each other and agree to move forward. I don't know how well that's going to go given the preview for next week. Yeah. Alicia texts Rulla. Rulla claims she skipped the trip because she's too sick. She spends the day in bed and she went to the hospital, but they can't find anything wrong with her.
She thinks she has one of those viruses that they can't pinpoint. I don't know about you. I've never heard that before. Never heard that.
I have.
I haven't gotten any diagnosis where I don't know what virus you have. I can't pinpoint it. No, I either got strep throat or.
But that's not a virus though. That's an infection. Like viruses are very different. Like there are times when my doctor will be there's viruses going around town, stuff like that. But not anything that she can necessarily pinpoint which virus it is if it's not the flu or something like that.
The way she was coming off of things,
I do not think. I think she had a migraine too, but I think a doctor would be able to know that that's a migraine, especially if she went to the
just because she was
ER.
Like, she was feeling nauseous. She couldn't open her eyes. She couldn't the light was bothering.
She said she hurt all over. Like,
that sounds a lot like what Monique, my cousin, has a lot. So my cousin has debilitating migraines, like debilitating. Makes her feel nauseous. Makes her like she can't get out of bed. It hurts. Everything hurts. So the way she was saying things, I'm like, I think she has a very bad migraine, but they can't find, because my poor cousin, there's nothing that
can't
helps
find
her.
The cause of the migraines.
And they can't find what helps her. So I do believe she has something wrong with her.
No, I do too. I just don't know that I necessarily think that
it's all during the same times when they're going out. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Again, Joellen points out this is the second time she's skipped a group event because she went to the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Then I forget if it's Alicia that says that she arranged for the water slide, but there's a gigantic inflatable water slide in the back of this
and then
house.
she didn't go on it.
And then Alicia and Joellen go to the beach and go on the cliff walk.
No, not to the beach. It's the cliff walks. So I knew where it was because they didn't say it, but because I live here, I could see where they were at. So they were taking a walk on the cliff walks. It's just like around the ocean. Like you could see the cliff. Obviously, you've seen the cliff. So I was like, "That's the cliff walks in Newport. That's what they had it blurred out, but it's the cliff walks, 100%.
Yeah, yeah,
100%. I've been on them multiple times, so.
Yeah, so on their way to there, their chauffeur says he lived in the mansion they're staying in college and that there are definitely ghosts. This is when we find out that Alicia can't pronounce the plural of ghosts, so she can just say ghost.
Ghost. Witches and ghosts. A witch and a ghost. Some of them might be a witch.
Yeah. Then Alicia is talking to Joellen about when Joellen was sent away when they were in school. Reveals that Jen, her sister, was sent first, which I did not get at all from Joellen saying that Jen had a very different childhood than she did. But she said she didn't know the details, so Joellen starts telling her that she was sent away 3 different times starting in 7th grade. The first was a drug rehab, and she was sent home because she never used drugs. Her mom claimed she was promiscuous, but Joellen insisted that she wasn't doing anything. And the third place was the worst because she was there for over a year.
Yeah,
and her mom pulled her out of the facility when the state was going to take full custody of her.
Because they had partial custody because of insurance. So that's why she was able to stay as long, because they had partial custody. But because they wanted to have full custody of her, that's when her mother pulled her out. I think that's fucked up.
It is. Joellen says that the experience was so scarring, it left her suicidal. Totally understand that thing.
Oh, yeah, because she said there was a lot of people that had a lot of bad behaviors, like drugs, and I think she said rapists, and like people that did really bad shit, and she was amongst these people.
Yeah.
So I think that's fucked up.
I can't speak to being in a program like that for over a year, but I've definitely been on a behavioral health ward with people like that before. And no.
I've not, luckily.
I could barely stand 3 days before I got to leave. I could not live with people like that for a year. No.
I've only seen behavioral places because my mother was in one, but for like a breakdown, and my sister, but I couldn't. I just feel really bad for her, like we knew she was with, done some shit, but I understand why, because of how this came out, of why, because her mom never believed her and she got sent away with the things and basically called a liar, so that she's older, she could stand up for herself and be like, I'm telling the truth, like you didn't believe me as a kid. I wasn't lying, and now that's why she is the way she is insistent. If somebody calls her a liar, she's going to fucking prove them wrong because of what she's been through. And now I understand, because we didn't understand it at first when, the shit she was doing at the beginning of the episodes, but like now you see this and now you get like, oh shit, now I understand a little bit of Joellen.
Absolutely. I relate so much more to her now than I did before. Just knowing that she went through that. Because like I said, I've been on a behavioral health ward before. I've been put in programs and things like that for my mental health before. But nothing like that. The fact that she's still here, I think, is a real testament to Joellen's inner strength. And, her need to be, to prove to people that she's not lying about things makes total sense.
And now there was another thing that was said in there. Why she said, I was promiscuous in my 20s because of something Kelsey said she heard that she
we'll
three-way on
get
the boat.
to that when they're
but
on.
I was laughing because she was like, it wasn't on a boat. Like,
yeah, we'll get to that when they're on their dinner, sunset cruise or whatever it was. Alicia wondered how Joellen's mom could do that, just like she wonders how her father could abandon her. She breaks down and admits that it's why she doesn't want to get married. She doesn't have anyone to walk her down the aisle.
And she's afraid that he'll leave. And then they showed a picture of her as a young kid, basically the same age as her daughter. And, like, how can her father just abandon her at that age? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He didn't understand it. She was young, but, like, she didn't do anything wrong, so how could he do that to her?
And she looks at her daughter now and is like, how could anyone ever look at a child like that and just be like, I want nothing to do with them anymore? Yeah.
And then so you understand her a little bit in some ways, too.
Yeah. So they get back in the car to go back to the mansion, and Alicia didn't bring any crackers for the trip, so she's talking about that. Meanwhile, at the mansion, Rosie, Ashley, and Kelsey are having a ton of fun on the inflatable slide. Ashley's not so much into this, but Rosie and Kelsey are having a lot of fun flirting with the butlers, including Boris, who's
like
the one. He's 23. Eventually, they take off their shirts and join in the fun. Kelsey says Boris is too young for her. Rosie cracks that he's not rich enough. Ashley thinks Jared is hotter than either of the butlers. Meanwhile, Liz is getting annoyed by that. So she goes inside because she has no interest in flirting with a 20-something-year-old. She admits that it can get tiring being friends with girls young enough to be her kids, and I can totally understand that. Ashley goes in to check on her, and Ashley finally sees the soft side of Liz. She calls her Lamby Liz. Lamby Liz. I just don't think that
Ashley's awkward. Like, she tries. She was a little.
She tries.
She did seem a little awkward, and she was like, "Oh," and Liz is like, "No, you're good," like. So they got, they bonded a little bit. She's like, I understand. I was just making sure you're okay. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. Thank you. She thanked her for coming and checking on her and stuff. So I was like, that was nice.
That was nice. Yeah.
Little exchange.
Joellen and Alicia get back to the mansion. They find Kelsey outside sunbathing, and then they all get ready for this. They can't find anybody else, but they find Kelsey, and then they get ready for this sunset cruise. They get on the boat, and before they get on the boat, on the way there, Ashley keeps getting phone calls from either her mother or her nanny. I couldn't tell which one it was.
It was her mom.
About her son Dawson, who was very, very sick, and was doing a little better than they thought.
She was talking to her mom, and her mom said she didn't think that he thought they were going to have to go to the hospital, but he said he was feeling better, and he was doing better.
Yeah. So, Liz is, asking, are you going to have to leave early? And Ashley's like, I'll figure it out after the boat trip. But when they get to the boat, her dad had stepped in and was, who is a doctor, had stepped in and was like, he needs to go to the ER. So they were taking her son to the ER. I forget which one of her sons this is
Dawson.
And how old he is. Yeah, but which one it is, the older one or the younger one?
I don't remember.
I think he's the older one.
I think Dawson might be.
But I'm not sure. So Ashley leaves.
She was on the boat, so they took a little
boat
to the other boat, and so the boat just drove her back. Which I was laughing because I know the marina they were at because I've been there. And the bridge that was behind them, I've been on that bridge multiple times. I hate that bridge. It's fucking scary.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I hate that bridge. And if we can avoid going on that bridge, we'll go around the other way.
Okay.
I hate that bridge so much. I think you might have been on it with me.
When we came back with Monique and went through Newport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I hate that bridge.
I might have been on that bridge with Ferris, too, when we left Newport.
You might have been.
Yeah. So when they got to the little boat that took them to the bigger boat, they find out that Captain is single, so Joellen immediately starts joking that she should set him up with her sister Jen. She's always looking for a man for her sister because Jen still says she needs to find her Gary since he set the bar too high. And Joellen says, it was 30 years ago, get over it.
And she's like, my sister's always asking, and then you see her in the confessional being like, anybody here from Rhode Island and is single?
Yeah. Ashley leaves early, like we said. Liz says she can relate because she's crossed state lines to get to her girls and her cat.
And then they showed the cat. I love that.
Yeah. We learn a few more things Alicia loves on the boat. She loves a pink hat, she loves tequila, and she loves a pita chip.
A pita chip. Her crackers. Her crackers.
Her crackers. Her crackers. We also learned that Joellen hooked up with Kelsey's ex, which is what Brandi was talking about earlier. Kelsey says that the ex told her it was on the boat along with another woman. Joellen, it was so loud they could hear her above deck, apparently. Joellen insists it was on land and says she dated the ex's brother, but also said that Kelsey would know who the better one of the two of them is in bed. And then they just sort of like, talk amongst themselves and split up on the boat there. Liz goes somewhere to smoke, and Joellen and Kelsey go sit on some sort of like beanbag chair looking things.
That's by the
and yeah.
Did she almost fall?
And talk. Joellen definitely fell onto the beanbag. Kelsey says she's gonna, she vows to continue moving on with her friendship with Rosie and not holding stuff against her anymore. And Joellen jokes that she's gonna have to hold her tongue even if Rosie starts claiming the house is millions of square feet. And Rosie tells Alicia that she thinks that's all good, but she can forgive, but she doesn't forget. And Alicia calls her Lindsay. What are you doing, Alicia?
Did she call her another name too? She was like,
she did. I don't remember.
I remember.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah.
She's already had too much tequila. She's called somebody else's name.
Yeah. So they get back from the cruise. They're at the house, and Joellen is outside with a drink and her phone, and Liz comes out and is like, "What's up? You look. What's happened? Something's clearly happened." And Joe shows Liz a video she received from a mutual friend with the mistress and Brian, and they are horrified by the footage. I think is easy to say.
And Liz says she definitely can't deny this now.
No. So when they rejoin the group, they can tell immediately that something's up, and Joellen is kind of like unsure about what they should do here, and Liz is like, no, we have to tell them. And Alicia's like, I don't know if I want to hear another story, and all of that. And then Liz tells Joe to release the hounds.
Yeah, that's what it was, release the hounds.
And show the others the video. We don't see the footage, but we do see a zoomed in screenshot of part of it that says the August 7th, which was 2 days before the polo that they were all at together. They described the footage to us, which is that it was filmed through a car window. The video shows Brian hugging the mistress for a long time. Alicia calls it like a 5-minute hug, grabbing her ass and kissing her. And it also shows Brian in his red interior car, the same one the mistress had posted the photos of at Polo.
Because they were like, who has a red interior?
Exactly. That Brian insisted was not his car. Joellen says this is the hard proof that Rulla asked for. Liz says she can't deny the video. Kelsey predicts Rulla's going to write it off as Brian ending things. But Liz is like, we have to show it to her. Joellen doesn't want to be more involved than she already is. Liz knows that if she does it, Rulla's not going to believe her. It's going to be another "but he is, ma" kind of moment. Alicia is the closest to Rulla in the group, but they all call not it.
Yeah, they're like, not it, not it.
But the preview for next week shows that Alicia and Billy have dinner with Rulla and Brian, so we will see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Brandi, your thoughts on all of that?
Yeah, if this is like, she's gonna wake up. I'm sorry, Rulla needs to wake up.
She does. We've been saying that for a while.
Yeah, but like I said, there was things that he gets arrested, but like, I just can't stand it. Like, you're denying so much. You know something's going on. Like, you've said it in confessional. Like, you don't fully trust him. But you're sticking up for him in front of all the girls and like, no, he's ended it. No. But you're saying, I don't believe him in confessional. Like, stop doing that. Like, tell these girls, hey, like, I gotta see, I just said I need to see proof. But like, the proof is slapping you in the fucking face and you're denying it. I can't. But I did like this girls' trip, and some of the stuff they made me laugh. We got to see more of their personalities and understand them a bit more. And hopefully things change with some of them, Rosie and Kelsey a little bit, but we know that's going to blow up because
it does not look like it's going to change at all, because we see very clearly next week's preview that Rosie is yelling at Kelsey and pushes her out of a door and slams the door in her face.
Yeah.
So
it's probably about square footage again.
Probably.
I'm sorry. I don't care what your fucking square footage is of your house.
No.
I don't care if you have a big house, a little house. I live in an apartment. Adelia's been here. I'm sure she didn't really care. She had a place to sleep.
I didn't care at all.
I mean, my house is neat and as neat as it can be. Like, about my messy room, but don't. But that's my clutter. That's my room. My clothes all over the place. But I don't care what your house looks like, unless it's a slum place. Unless it's like a slum place that's very like, you have roaches. I'm not stepping into your house. I'm sorry. I've seen those houses. I grew up in the projects. Like I literally babysat at a house that had roaches, and I literally stood out on the porch. I put the kids to bed. I had the front door open. It was summertime. I made my friends come out and stay out with me all night and talk. I was like, probably early 20s, maybe. I got the kids up, put them to school, closed the door, went to my house, showered, and went to sleep. Came back when the kids were out of school. Like, I did not stay in that house. I was outside, but I watched the kids. Kids went outside and play. I was out and playing with the kids. I didn't need to be inside that house. Like, I literally babysat in roach-infested houses. And, no. That's the only thing I care about. You got bugs? I ain't sitting there.
Yeah.
But the square footage of your house? I don't care.
Well, we'll see what Kelsey and Rosie are fighting over next week. We will be back next week.
We'll see what Ashley's crying about. I hope everything's okay with Dawson. Obviously it is, because, so, yeah. But the little guy, I know what it's like to worry about kids and they're being sick and stuff. And
yeah, like, that's the tears that Ashley cried in these 2 episodes that I am totally
fine with. Yes. Yeah. Like, I've had a nephew was so sick, he had high fever that it caused him to have a seizure. And apparently my sister didn't tell my nieces because I didn't think they knew, but my great niece was the same way and was just recently had a high fever and had a seizure. That was Gabby. But my sister never told my nieces that it runs in the family that their older brother that happened to. So I know things happen with kids with being sick and being worried about them, and just you can't think straight and you need to get out right away. Like I get that. Like I've been there with my nieces and nephews. So I don't have kids of my own. I'm a stepmother now, but my nieces and nephews are like my children. I care about them. Obviously, you're the same way. We are nieces and nephews. You love them. If anything happened to them, you'd be worried too. So I understand why Ashley was crying during that, but crying about not having anything to cry about is not one of them. I love Ashley. I love Ashley. I love Alicia. I love Liz. Joellen's working, getting on, a little bit. I cannot stand Rulla and her fucking denying things. Rosie and, oh my god, Kelsey annoy the hell out of me with their stupidness and fighting over nothing. Like, you don't know each other. Stop fucking fighting about shit. Yep. And I don't even think Kelsey has RBF that badly. She don't look it to me. I know people that have it, and she's not as bad. Like, I can approach her. She's not one that has that face where I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go over to her. She looks scary. Liz has more of RBF than what Kelsey does. And I love Liz. Liz is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
She kind of doesn't take bullshit.
Yep.
I just can't wait to see what else is going on. I know I dragged Adelia into this, and thank you for coming through this journey with me a little bit. I know you hate it. I don't
hate it, because I get to do this with you. Mm-hmm. I just think that all of this is fighting over absolute stupidity.
Square footage of fucking houses. Sorry. I'm gonna keep saying that.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, a lot of it is
so dumb. There's some real stuff in these episodes for sure, but a lot of it's really dumb. Mm-hmm. All right, Brandi, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
thank you everyone for joining us. We've done this for almost an hour, so
we had 2 episodes to catch up on. So
we had 2 episodes to cover, but yeah, it's time to get out of here. Thank you everyone for joining us. We are 2 subscribers away from 1,000. So if you made it this far into the video and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our reviews of Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We will be back next week with episode 8. And until then, everybody, we are out of here.
Welcome to Rhode Island, bitches. But he is, Ma!